Today I'll be explaining to you how to break a wall in Lord's Mobile. The reason why you should be knowing how to break a wall is to test someone's frontline. By that you could be dealing way more damage. And the video will be explained in three sections. First is the heroes, secondly is the familiars, and lastly is the army or the troops that you use in the march. So first off, we're gonna go inside this, then we're gonna set up a quick march. First off, we're gonna go up to heroes, and from heroes we're gonna pick up these three heroes. These three heroes are like siege dedicated, so these are the best siege heroes you could actually use in the game. And then you be left with two slots, and you should be picking up two army heroes. So this one gives you army HP and then army attack, so that's a good one hero, and this one would be also a good one. But these are mostly pay to play, so most free to play players wouldn't be having these heroes. But you got other options. So you see, you got Gandalf here, also a good hero, and then you got Rose Knight, also one of the best free to play heroes. So you could replace these two with this one, and do keep in mind, do not use your leader or main hero as a hero in the march, otherwise you'll be captured. So that's one thing to note. And then we'll be going to selection of the familiars. In the familiars, you do need to keep in mind that packed 5 familiars cannot be used in a wall break. So skip all of these packed 5 familiars. You see like the number 5 here, skip these ones, and then there's this one also packed 5. So all the familiars with the number 5 on this edge of it, skip them, because these familiars will target the highest number of troops. So for instance, you got a target that got like 20 million troops, and this target has like 10 million troops of infantry and 5 million range and 5 million cav. If you are setting these heroes in your march, this will target the highest number. So the highest number of troops in the enemy target was 10 million, which was inf. So even if the target is like in cav phalanx or in cav wedge, these troops or familiars will target the highest number, even if the enemy is in cav phalanx. So this will target the inf, because the inf is the highest number. So skip these ones and select the other ones, like this one. This will give you 15% army HP, and this one also. This one decreases the enemy's army HP, and this gives you 50% army HP. This is good for boosting the heroes tactics, and this will freeze up the enemy heroes for 5 seconds, and this will give you 200% attack. So these are the heroes I would select depending on the heroes or the familiars you have. You could also use there's other options of the pay to play, which I do not have right here, but I could show you if we go to the familiar base. Like, you could use this one if you have it, and then you could use also this one of the best familiars in the game. You could be using this if you had, but it should be max, because otherwise it will not do this. It will not do as good as the other ones. So go back in here, and then now that I showed you how to pick up the heroes and the familiars, we set up the troops. So the troops you set up is by putting T4s. So T4s, or the higher end tiers of troops like T5 or T4s, should be 60% of the whole march, and then T1s should be 40% of the whole thing. So this one should be having like 40k here. And then like 60k here. So this is 60% T4s, and then 40% T1s, and that way this T4s will be going into the hospital, which we could heal and retrieve later when we attack the player to break down his wall, and these T1s will be the one dying or be sacrificed. if I say so. Then you put like 1,000 each of these, and you attack. You send out the march. Also, the way you pick how much siege you put or be sending to the enemy to break the wall is depending on how big the enemy wall HP is. So if the wall is like 1 million, you'd be sending like 100k. If the wall is 2 million, that means the enemy got the max research and the max wall health. So you should be sending like 150 if the wall is 2 million HP. And then here you'll be sending 100. That way you will break the wall. If it's like max research wall and things like that. So I put 100 because that equals 40%. And this equals 60%. That way this dies and this will be going to the hospital. So keep that in mind. And then I'll be showing you also a test. I'll be attacking one of my other castles. So this one here, I'll show you how to test the guy's wall. So you see the troops here, and you see the wall. It's 1,400,000 in the HP, and you see the wounded here. So when you break the wall, you go there. I have it saved up. And I have it 100k to 60, and then produce to 60. And then I'll be sending the march. You can put range phalanx. And then just wait for it to hit. And then we scout it again after hitting it. And then you see the wall is gone. It's like 0 here. And then when you go down to the wounded troops, you see it's got wounded range. T2 ranged and T1 range wounded, which means the guy is in range phalanx or range wedge. You could not tell if it's range wedge or phalanx till you like burn it, so it's kind of hard. Or if you like see when you kill half of the range, if this guy is in range wedge, if you kill half of the range, it will start going into the inf. So that's how you know, but usually you wouldn't know from the first try. You have to like kill at least half of the range. But basically I like also to check one more time, so I do this and then I just send like 11k troops to double check the guys in the range phalanx, and then I scout again. And that's it. You see it's the guy is guaranteed in range phalanx or in range wedge. That way you can rally him and send your inf troops or inf rally in it. That's the way you test it. I'll be releasing a video tomorrow on how to test phalanx on a dead or like a guy with a anti-scout. So that will be coming out tomorrow, but wait till then and enjoy. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and leave us a comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you. See you.